Most people think success comes from talent. Some think it's luck, but if you look closely at the people who actually build something, there's something much deeper behind it. Conviction. I don't know, I don't have in my hands, but conviction, right? Conviction is kind of the certainty that what you're doing will work, even if there's no proof at all yet. It's the difference between someone who tries something and someone who creates something, right? Like you can probably see in the title of the video. Because someone who only tries something, let's just talk about the online business space. Say you should kind of go into the space, you've tried 7 days of dropshipping, SMA, you tried a bit hard, right? But it just didn't work out. You just decide, okay, this path isn't meant for me. Let me just completely try something else. They work for a few days and then they just get bored and uncomfortable. But someone with conviction moves completely differently. They don't treat obstacles as signals to quit. They treat them as part of the process, right? And this is where like frequency comes into it. Your internal state, your belief, your focus, your certainty kind of creates like a frequency of yourself. Not in like a mystical way or anything like that, but in a way which kind of changes how you behave, how you communicate, and how you're perceived by the world. When someone operates from doubt, their actions reflect it. Their messages feel hesitant, their decisions are slow, and they kind of stop when they hear a few no's. Like, say you're cold calling a bunch of people, you've done like 10 cold calls, you get a bunch of no's, you get just shut down completely. The people with no conviction will just quit and just move on to something else, like trading or maybe even get a job. But yeah, when you're kind of a high frequency, you move faster, you speak with certainty, you take action without even questioning yourself. And people around you start to feel this energy because it's contagious, it's persuasive when you have that certainty around you. And people around you will just see, oh, okay, this guy's working, this guy knows exactly what he's doing, he's confident, he knows something we don't. That's what they'll probably think. Because once you have conviction, right, everyone else will just believe in you. But once you're kind of in the space saying, I'm gonna make 10K per month, then you just do absolutely niche and you just fucking play Fortnite every day, then what are they gonna think? Okay, this guy's a little joker, right? This is why conviction becomes a source of creation, because reality often responds to persistence. Like SOMA, right? Most people approach it with a type of uncertainty. They send a couple messages, they get ignored, they quit. But someone operating with conviction, they will literally, like I did, right? Just rip like 1K SMS. They'll rip 1K cold calls. I'd probably rip like 700 cold calls a day at my peak, right? And then that was the first day I started SMS. 700, the first day I started SMA, I literally ripped like 700 cold calls, right? And I literally didn't get anyone. The next day I done it and I literally just like closed a client within my second day. I didn't even have to run service delivery. I literally screwed that guy over. But it's just the conviction of knowing I can sign a client, right? Because I was in that frequency. I was like, yeah, I'm just keep going. I'm just keep signing clients, getting that momentum, refining my offer, improving my sales skill, everything like that, right? And then you'll just start building the momentum, right? Even if I didn't retain a client, it's fine because I have the skill that I know that I can set now because I can cold call and I can book people in and I can make money off them, right? Creation happens through repetition. Every action you take sends a signal into the world. Every message, every call, every offer that you give out. Most people stop transmitting that signal too early because someone with conviction will just keep sending out that signal, sending them SMS, sending them calls out, sending them cold calls, sending them fucking dropshipping videos. I don't know, but they'll just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, and eventually something will just connect, right? But I don't know why I did that, but something will just connect. A client responds, a deal's closed, and you just start to get momentum. And once that momentum just starts to shift, your rally will just completely shift with it. Opportunities start to appear, your confidence grows, what once felt impossible will just feel normal. But the key moment was never that first success rate. Getting that first sale doesn't matter. It's the decision to keep moving before the success existed. Because that's the hardest part of it. Because most people would quit because they didn't have a good couple of days, they didn't have a good experience cold calling or whatever. They'll just instantly quit. But the fact that you kept going is the reward, is the success, and that's why you actually got that first client. That's why you get everything you want in life, because you already had the conviction that you're going to make it, right? It's the willingness to act as if your future already belongs to you, right? Which is just all frequency, because your frequency just becomes stable, you become consistent, and you'll just start creating results, right? So if you're building something, right, whether it's business, SMA, like you want to get a good degree, just understand this, right? Most people fail because the idea wasn't bad, but their conviction was weak. They had a good idea, but then they didn't think it was good after a couple bad days, and they instantly quit. They stopped transmitting that signal too early, and they let their doubt interrupt the momentum. So yeah, it's a little video, but that was 5 minutes, you know. Yeah, that was a little video, man. I'm trying to like not really talk about SMA as well. I just want to help people with like mindset and stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of talked about SMA and cold calling a lot. But yeah.